Where are we?
Tombstone, Arizona.
And on the ground here?
Snow.
In 300 feet, turn right on South 2nd Street, and then approaching destination on the left side.
So the place that we're staying, the Dry Camp RV Park, the guy said they got 3 inches of snow here yesterday.
Crazy.
It's jazzy parking out in front of the bar. 20 years ago that would have been Harley's. It's a windy day today. Well, hey everybody. So Curly Bill killed Marshall Fred White right here over Angie's shoulder in 1880. So the fight at the OK Corral happened in 1881, October of 1881. So literally it was a year. It was a year after Curly Bill killed Marshall White that the fight at the OK Corral happened. So right behind us we have, you know, the famous Birdcage Theater. Angie's parents are going to take a tour of that. And that building has been here since 1881 as well. And of course here we have the Cochise County Courthouse. It's interesting to me because it has 1882 up on top of it. For some reason I think I've seen literature saying it was built in 1881. Maybe it was dedicated in 1882. Let's go find out. According to the information, construction began in 1882 and the cornerstone was laid on August 11th, 1882. We're leaving Tombstone, where we enjoyed the last couple of impromptu nights here.
Yeah, it was a great place to stay. So close, so convenient. Ran up to town this morning.
Just a fun little stop. You know, for us, it's very reminiscent of the Jackson Hole area. Certainly, you know, the history of the OK Corral, the gunfights, and fun place to bring littles, I'm sure.
But smaller. I mean, it's smaller than Jackson by a lot.
This was really a nice place for us to stay. I mean, $10 a night.
Yeah.
Walk right uptown. I mean, easy peasy. So, overall, I'm going to do a review of this campground. I may have already done it, but
yeah, it's probably someplace we'll come back.
Yeah, I mean, this would definitely be a place to stop. You know, Angie and I would like to get down to the Bixby area too someday, so this may be a stopover in the future for us while we run down to Bixby. We're not going to do Bixby this time, but someday.
Yeah.
All right.
So off we go.
They must have cows, honey.
Yeah.
Back up. Back up. We're not going this way. We're going back. got room in the inn?
Yeah, there's room back there.
Okay. I was beginning to get worried. Everything's full.
Oh, yeah. So have you ever been in?
No.
So you don't have to stay in the site. It's 2,000 acres. It's all open.
Oh,
It's open riding area. We do have sites available, but you can camp wherever you want. It's just if you camp somewhere out here, you kind of take the risk of
getting stuck.
ATVs and four-wheelers and getting stuck. But if you stay, is that truck behind you?
We're together. That's my in-laws.
If you stay on this road and just keep going, you'll pass the hot tubs, and you just keep going. You'll pass the ramadas. If you keep going, there'll be on your left-hand side. There's a big bowl.
Okay.
And it's a huge open area. There was nobody in there 45 seconds ago.
Great.
So you'll be able to fit both those trailers in there, no problem. It's a little bit more hard packed.
Oh, okay. That's good. Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Appreciate the information.
You bet. Have a good day.
Well, we made it to the Hot Well Dunes recreational area. And we'd read online that the signage up here is a little confusing, and I would agree with that. We'll step over here to the other kiosk. So when you first pull in, you come to this little picnic vault toilet kiosk area. And the sign says to, pull over here to read the rules and to pay your fee before you proceed at all. Here we have the kiosk that explains all of the rules and the fees, and the cost is $3 a day per vehicle. Checkout time is 2 p.m. for overnight users. If you have a senior National Parks pass, you're entitled to half off that fee. And but there's nowhere on this that discusses the camping. And we had read online that there are 10 sites. There's no campground map. So we were concerned that, you pull in here, you don't want to pay the fee and go up and find out that it's full. However, on our way up the road to see what was available, we ran into the ranger. The ranger stated that camping is not
limited to
designated areas. That literally, I think he said there's 2,000 acres out here.
Yeah.
And he says you can camp anywhere. We went up the road about a quarter of a mile, and from here at the kiosk, that's where the actual hot tubs are.
Right.
And
they're closed.
Yeah, because of COVID right now, unfortunately, they're closed. Dang it.
And there's pavilions up there, like 4 separate pavilions after the hot tubs, and we are parked just beyond those.
Right. The ranger had told me that there was a bigger area off to the left where we would fit with no problem. Unfortunately, there was a party in there that were having lunch. They weren't going to camp, but we didn't want to intrude there, so we found a fairly level spot. Anyways, but that's kind of interesting. So, for the purpose of the video, for anybody looking to come here, you're not limited to camp in designated sites.
Right.
Although it's busy. Of course, we showed up here on a Saturday.
Yeah, and it's not, on your way to anything. It's off the beaten path a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
We
16 miles, I think.
We ended up not going where we needed to go, and we'll show that too.
Well, in our defense, we followed our GPS.
Yeah, and
it was the shorter route, but it was the much more provincial route, and we followed the one more by the orchards, which is a wider, larger road, and I'm assuming that the orchards themselves helped improve that road, but
it got to a point where I was no longer very comfortable pulling our trailer.
Yeah, we went 3/4 up the first route, turned around, came back down, and then up the other route.
The other.
So, you know, we did it twice almost.
Yeah. All right. So Angie and I walked down from where we are camped to pay our fee.
Yeah.
And we got that taken care of, so we'll wander back up. But it's more than a quarter of a mile up there to here. A little bit of a walk. Now it's all uphill for us too.
It'll be good for us.
So on our walk, Angie picked up a can that somebody threw out on the road, and she's taking care of that. But so this is where the solar powered hot springs are. And again, they're closed, which is unfortunate. Looks like they've got 2 of them. And then some information about them. And they're solar powered. After watching Ben and Becca's video, during the day, they pump water into those little hot tubs, which drain at night. So we've spent 2 nights here at the Hot Well Dunes BLM recreation area, and we're headed to Van Horn, Texas.
Yeah, it was a good stay. I would recommend for those full-timers to come Monday through Thursday, but it was because it was really crowded on the weekend.
It was, and then of course by Sunday late afternoon we have it all to ourselves.
It was empty.
But the thing about it is, unfortunately, you know, due to the pandemic, the hot tubs themselves were closed, so we didn't have the opportunity to enjoy that 106-degree natural hot water.
But beautiful area, off the beaten path. $3.
It is sandy back in here, so depending on where you try to park your rig. I mean, we watched a Ford pulling a side-by-side get stuck yesterday, and
wow,
you know, in the sand. Had he taken a little time to lock in his front end, he probably wouldn't have got stuck. But it is soft in areas. Now, we had seen in some of the reviews that the largest rig back in here was, I don't know, what was it, like 30 feet or something, but certainly any size rig can fit back in here. The sites are huge, and then again, I may have already spoken about this, the ranger said that you can camp anywhere you want to be. There's no designated camping spots.
Right.
So, and it's $3 to enter into the recreation area, and that $3 covers your camping fee, unless you have a senior parks pass, and then it's half off, so it's $1.50 to come into here. Yeah. It's a little off the beaten track. Got to go down some dirt roads, and be very cautious of how you route yourself here, because Sam routed us here incorrectly.
Yes. Yes.
But we
learned what not to do.
Yes, we did. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe and follow Angie, Jazz, and I on our journey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you down the road. If nothing else, we're having an adventure.